We're bad friends.
I almost passed out on stage when I first auditioned for Last Comic Standing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my feet tingled.
Why'd you audition for that?
I was brand new. It was my second year doing comedy.
Oh,
I
wow.
drove to San Francisco with my friend, with my buddy, and we drove and we waited out loud. We camped. You know, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
That was one of those moments in comedy where like you're like, fuck, man, it sucked, but I'll never forget those moments. We slept outside together. We told stories all night. Everyone was coming up and down. People we never met before were like, "Where'd you guys come from? Where'd you come from?" to audition.
Oh my God.
So it was like one of those things. I mean,
And
I ate shit.
were you? And also, I remember those early things. You know, for me,
Yeah.
I would get really worked up for them.
Oh my fucking
it was
God.
so nerve-wracking.
All night long
Yeah.
thinking about what I was gonna say.
Yeah, yeah. So did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. I won the show. I'm Dat fan. I'm Dat fan.
Oh, this is the first season?
I'm Dat fan.
I did a show called Friday Night Videos, and I was in San Diego. I was an open micer, and I got it because my manager hooked it up for me. I used to have this really, this older black guy named Worthy Patterson.
What a name.
So Worthy, but
I see him in my head right now.
yeah,
Big heavy set guy.
man. No, skinny.
Okay,
Yo,
let me
man,
take it back.
I got it.
Skinny guy.
Yeah.
Hats.
And it's so funny because I remember the reason why I left Worthy, they used to call him Worthless.
Worthless Patterson.
yeah. They used to call him Worthless Patterson.
Because he got no gigs for
He's
you?
a great manager, and I was so green
Sure.
that I bless the guy. I love him.
Well, yeah, because those guys that took a shot on you before you were
He's a
anything.
great guy. I still run into him today.
Oh, really?
And he works for a big management company. He has a bunch of clients. He's great.
I thought for sure you were going to be like...
No.
He's at the Panda Express on Sunset.
No, he's a great guy.
He does scoops, big scoops.
So, but Worthy got me this gig,
Yeah,
right? So I drove from San Diego early because I had to be there at like 2.
Uh-huh.
I left San Diego at 4 in the morning, and I drove to Burbank, and I sat in I had this junky fucking truck,
Yeah.
and I remember there was a little park in Burbank there, but right by where the Tonight Show was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple
still there.
little parks. Yeah. And I just pacing my act.
All night long.
Yeah, till like 6 in the morning till 2.
Damn.
I had no food, money, or anything.
No, of course not.
Starving.
Yeah.
And just doing my act and smoking, doing my act. You know what I mean? The ninja crossed the road, and you know what I mean? And all these bits, you know what I mean? Masturbate alone, you know what I mean? These bits, you know what I mean? Grab your own ass when you masturbate. That's why I'm lonely, or whatever. You know, these bits that I used to do.
Yeah.
And
You still do those. I've heard all those. Just a couple of years ago, I've heard all those. Stop it.
Anyway,
Stop it.
I show up, and
No, you said your dad. What about your dad?
my dad, you know, you're not funny, Bobby, and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
those
I
bits, you know
love
what I
that,
mean?
yeah.
Knock, who's there? You're not funny, all that stuff, right? And I remember
I still love those.
being, I don't do that fucking joke anymore.
I
you
still
fuck
love
top
that joke.
Fuck face.
I'm just saying I love it.
So then I remember backstage and just ready to go, and then going, and then hitting the stage, and I'd only did comedy 60 times.
Oh, you were so new.
Yeah, 60 or 70
It's your
times.
first year into the gig?
Yeah, and I remember the lights coming on, and there's an audience, and just nothing came out. Just nothing. Just nothing.
Ninja Dad.
And then I pulled my stomach out,
Yeah.
and I started doing this weird stomach thing, because you know your survival.
Yeah, you just kick in.
Yeah, and I would go beep beep, like grab my penis and go beep beep, beep beep, like that.
Yes.
And then like make noises.
What the fuck
Yeah,
is
just
that?
like anything because my jokes weren't working. And do like bird thing, right? And do whatever. And then afterwards, Worthy comes, yeah, man, they're not gonna pay you.
What?
They're not gonna air it. They're not
You
gonna
didn't
pay
get-
you, or they're not gonna air
Then
it.
you didn't get paid?
No.
What was that? An NBC?
NBC.
Fuck,
yeah. And
that's-
so then
Let's go get that money.
But then what's funny is then I go to Worthy like 5 months later. I have no money, and I go, "Hey, can I get a commercial agent?" And he goes, "Yeah, man, you're never gonna work. They're not gonna. You watch television? You don't see no Asian guys on television?
Is that what he said?
Yeah. You don't see Asian guys on no El Pollo Loco.
Zulu.
Right. Back
Zulu.
then, no.
Yeah, Zulu.
So then I fired him, and I went, with Abby, my manager now.
Yeah.
And then she got me an agent, and I booked 20 national commercials in 1 year.
Wow. That's insane.
I did El Pollo Loco. I did, dude.
Crazy
one
Chicken.
of them. This is how hungry I was. I would call my agent and go, whatever. Even if it's the polar opposite of me, send me in. So one of them, he goes,
6'8" black guy.
Yeah. No, one of them was, so they're looking for a Brad Pitt looking guy.
You.
Log cabin. You're chopping wood.
You.
Right, and you're wearing a turtleneck. It's for Maxwell House.
How could that not be you?
You're right. Right. So I go, send me in. So I show up, and it's all these guys that look like Brad Pitt in turtlenecks.
Real good looking dudes.
I'm wearing what this.
Yeah, and your belly's showing.
My belly's showing. I'm wearing this, right? Because I knew that in those kind of commercial auditions, there's no line.
Right.
You're just drinking coffee on a porch,
and you go,
chopping wood, and just doing that, right? So in those commercials, you know what they do is they ask you how your day was.
They just want to talk to you, right? Yeah.
Right. So they turn the camera on. They go, slate your name. You go, I'm Bobby. Profiles. You do the profiles. So what were you in Halloween? As soon as they ask me, you just go into this bit.
Yeah, you have to.
You just make them laugh.
Right.
And then next thing you know, you get a call. All right, so it's down to you and 4 other Brad Pitts.
Because they love you.
So then you get called in with everyone in the room.
Right.
And then ask me a question. They ask you a different question. I don't give a fuck. I got it. Right? Mm-hmm. Make them to laugh. Mm-hmm. Right? Make beep beep. And do a funny dance. Right?
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, you're on a porch. You get it. You're on a porch with a turtleneck. I did a Maxwell Hall commercial, drinking the coffee, chopping wood. I never chopped wood before.
And they just want it to be funny.
No, they go, why can't it be a fat Asian guy?
Yeah, why not? Fat Asian guys like coffee.
They like wood.
They like wood and coffee.
They like wood and coffee. And I would get a lot of those when I went, just send me in where all the white dudes are being sent.
Yeah.
Don't give me the ching-chongy ones.